Yo, what is up? Welcome back to another stream. All right. Yo, what's good, Uncle? Woo! What is good? Y'all like the Asia streams better or the New York streams better? I'm trying to figure out. Thing is, I love the Asia streams, man, but they can get stale if the market's not moving. Hat's clean. Hey, appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. All right, y'all saw the title. We are in a very range-bound market. Still within the overnight, pretty much within the overnight range. Haven't really broken out. We bled through by a couple points, but ultimately, still within a range. New York. Yeah, there's definitely better. I don't want to say there's better setups, but there's definitely more, more volume. Try to pass this MFF, brother. I blew it last night. Yeah, I bet. What account do you have? I got an expert account with them. Trump's about to let some missiles fly. We'll see, man. We'll see. I have a gold trade on that I've been in for way too long. I've been in this forever. Forever. Well, we're potentially going to break out through 3,400 here. I wanted to take this bad boy all the way to 34, like 15, the neckline of the previous range. Because on the 5-minute and the 15, it's just a break. Let's look at the 15. Probably see it better. Yeah, it's just a break of the lows and then a reclaim of a key level 34, right? So if buyers want to take it out through 34s, we can run into the next next level. It's kind of neckline of the range. You can maybe find some resistance there or begin to chop. So maybe take it off up here. But that's kind of what I'm looking at. Even on the hourly, it's just like a break of the lows and then a reclaim at the moment. That's a trade that I've been in for a while now. But yeah, we had, I guess we had the gap up. Big resistance at the equal highs on the daily. Gold pulled back pretty heavy. It's back at the previous highs of the range, so maybe we find support at 34s and then run it up to the possibly all-time highs. But you can't deny there's a lot of weight on the rejection here on the daily. 70-point sell-off off resistance, so we'll see if the gold market can start to bottom out around 34 and continue higher. Trump. Yeah, man, we'll see, dude. He said, what, fighter jets off the coast of Iran? Like fuel fighter jets or fuel jets? I don't know. Appreciate the words, Connor. We'll see if some shit goes down, chat. Hopefully not, but markets don't seem too uneasy. I think they're just more so waiting to figure out when or if it's going to happen, and then we'll move. But there's not a lot of fear in the market, obviously, right? We're just briefly off the highs, consolidating under yesterday's highs, and yesterday's highs were, I think, the back end of like a 400-point rally to the upside. So, I mean, there's not a ton of fear in the 500-point rally. Yeah, 500-point rally, pullback, and now we're flagging out. I think the markets are honestly just waiting to see if we get involved to a higher degree. Even if we did, and that kind of sounds like horrible news, this market probably just runs up and takes this liquidity here because that's the easiest target, right? Even if it's to follow a sell-off, probably going to end up taking this liquidity sooner or later, good or bad news in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, I don't see markets super fearful at the moment. Just a little neutral, to be honest. Probably more so bullish than anything. Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows on the 500 tick chart. Current high day is 35s, about 20 points off current high day. I will attempt to trade somewhat of the range if we can. For gold, 4 hour of daily acceptable liquidity sweep. Yeah, we swept the 90s last night. We're into the 80s. Now we're into the high 90s. I like how we're bidding the 3400s. It just kind of needs to break. Our intraday swing high was 3407. This was, I was in this when we were at 407. I didn't take it off. I kept my stop here, and or I guess my stop was at these lows. I got in and out, but anyways, intraday swing high was 3407, and that looked good because we were back into the range, last night's range. That looks solid to me. Like, market is kind of bleeding lower, but not a really strong selling market right now. Not within this structure. I mean, maybe a little earlier, right? Maybe this was a decent selling move. Within this structure, it's kind of slow bleeding. I'm just waiting to see this market catch a bid and try to run back to the highs of the range. All right. But every time we get Iran news, I think that the obvious thought would be, okay, gold markets are going to rally, but every single time we get Iran news, this market kind of falls off a bit. All right. As of now, NQ respecting high day as resistance and holding range. I guess if we back off, you would want to see this pull into the 80s. Right? If we're going to hold the range, that's at least neckline. If it doesn't hold 80s, you'd want to see it low 22s. Right now, we are backing off high day. I got a feeling gold's not going to give us anything today, chat, unfortunately. We'll see, but just not optimistic with it. Volume profile? No, I don't really trade volume profile. Love to see this catch a bid off 99. I don't feel like going red on the day, so I'm going to go break even. Might be premature, probably gets ran, but I mean, if this market can't get some follow through above 34s, I'm not really interested in it. Like, this is the pivot through 34 should run this to the next high. This to hesitate too much right here is kind of ugly. Kind of ugly. I'm sure we won't stay in that trade very long. It's okay. I'll try to get back in, I guess. Yeah, man, gold's not been, like, acting super well. What's good, Z? What's good, Thick? Welcome back. Yeah, gold's a little disappointing. I'm gonna probably trade it tonight, too, though. All right, let's see as this comes back to the high of the range if we hold. Thicky. Thicky's a regular in here. Just failing again at 34, man. It's just ugly. Super ugly. If we leave wick here and reclaim 34s, that'd be great. But at the moment, this just be lower high. Lower high. Lower high and backing off. Dud trade. If this gets stopped out and we do put in a lower high and we can't hold these lows, I'll just wait for a new low to get taken. Maybe it'll be Asia session tonight. I don't know if some shit goes down later with Iran. I don't know what'll happen, but this is the last time I'll try this trade on gold. Any trades for y'all today? Let me know. Y'all take any trades today? Nice reclaim at 34. I mean, this is kind of where you want to see this turn up and go run these highs. 34.07 really should run easy here. Just needs to catch buyers off 34. Got to get some type of breakout. If it runs 407, I would love to trail stops, hold it, and see if we can go test the highs of the previous range, last night's range. Absolutely would love that. Woo, do we want to try a range trade here on NQ, chats? With a target probably in the 80s, 70s. Stops out above 40. That's a 20-point stop for like a, what, 40, 50-point trade? I wouldn't be opposed. I might give it a little bit of a wide stop. A little pop 26. See if sellers grab onto this. Okay. I'm going to try a little range trade. I'm going to stop it out above mid 40s. Looking to take it back sub 100s into the lows of this range. 80s. See if that one works out. Pretty much been range bound all session. Still need gold to hold 400s on the bid. Oh, shit. Let me pull them both up instead of doing this shit. We'll go... Let's go M and Q over here, gold there. Come on, gold, now or never, baby. Now or never. 6 p.m. open was nice last night. I'm trying to remember back to that 6 p.m. open. I didn't take a trade. Shit, did I even take a trade last night? Dude, I took one trade last night at like 9 p.m. It was just a sell on NQ out of... I can't remember. We were still pretty range bound last night as well. I sold a pop on NQ. Is what you choose to do. Other than top step, what's your top props? Man, I love top step, but I guess take profit trader's not bad. I think Tradeify is probably pretty good. Just different strokes for different folks. Like take profit traders can be really good, but it's just different strokes. You know, it's intraday. You gotta deal with intraday, but you can have uncapped daily payouts. But you got to deal with intraday in the eval, and not in the eval stage, but in the funded stage, you got to deal with intraday, which can be a pain in the ass. But you know, okay, gold. This is really where you got to find a low and run into the next high. Like, come on now. At some point, we have to actually see some upside here. Feeling like I'm gonna get chopped the hell up. NQ's respecting range right now. Needs to break a previous low instead of holding. We'll see if it can. My funded futures, I use them a little bit. They have, I mean, I can only speak on the firms that have, I'm only speaking through like what the community says. They have a decent reputation, so yeah, they're probably pretty good. Guys, I'm probably a bit newer to the prop firm space than even y'all are. Like, I've only been trading props for a couple months. Yeah, I didn't even know their existence. So I can only speak on, if y'all are asking me my honest thoughts, I can give you a couple unique thoughts on certain props, but more or less, like, there's a couple ones with decent reputations. Gold is just not doing it. Like Tradeify, my funded futures, take profit, top step, like, you know, just what everybody else says is good. It's probably a good bet. If people talk good about them, they're probably pretty good. If people talk bad about them, they're probably pretty bad. Gold, I fucking hate you right now. Are you allowed to go long some, short some on Top Step Live? Dude, I don't know, and I don't really want to find out. And I don't really see the point in doing that either. Oh, goodness, gold. Goodness, 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 gold. What size would you recommend on 50K Top Step? Like 5 to 10 micros, probably, man. That's probably too much, but it's a decent spot to have your foot on the pedal, but not too much to where you burn out and blow up too quick, but also give yourself a chance, right? Some guy DM'd me on Instagram yesterday saying he blew an account and then he bought another one and blew it in the same day. I'm like, man, you can be a great trader. And many of y'all are probably great traders, but you're your own worst enemy, right? So like if you can be a great trader and statistically be profitable over the course of 5, 6, 7, 8 days, whatever it is, whatever that time period is. But if you're using too much size and you're like literally betting it all on one or two or three trades, like you're not giving yourself enough of a sample size to find out if you can be successful. Like you can be, once again, a great trader, but if you're using max leverage on every trade, then you're not going to be able to find out whether you're a good trader or not, because even a great trader, if they use max size, you're literally just like killing it. Like you're killing your drawdown and risking your drawdown every single time. And you just can't, you know what I mean? You're not even giving yourself, it's like shooting yourself in the foot. It's difficult to, you know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out how I want to vocalize that. Nice sell here. I still want to see it break 100. Gold shitting out. You know what I mean though? Let me use it in this way. Let me use it this way. Myself, like a professional trader, like a really successful trader. And I know I'm not the best trader, but like just choose imagine a successful trader in your mind. If you give them, like if you force them, you sit them down at the computer and you force them, even if they're super patient, wait for great trades, but if you force them to use max leverage or close to max leverage with adjusted draw, like whatever the drawdown is, $3,000, $4,000, and you force them to use 10 minis, they're gonna blow up. Even the best traders will blow up, if that makes sense. So like think about it like that. Like the best trader in the world, if you force them to use max leverage, they will blow up. They will blow up. Okay, I mean NQ, yeah, is respecting range. Glad I took a range trade here. Really glad I took a range trade. There's a break of 100. Range trade. Gold is just shitting its diaper right now. Well, we're into the lows. Do I want to cover?
Order filled.
Okay, I'm gonna cover a little bit because we're in the lows of the range, so we can catch a bid and run back up. I'm gonna go break even and just see what this can do. If we can break 100 with volume, maybe we pull into the deeper lows into the 60s, possibly. I covered some though. Decent range trade. I think it's like 300 bucks. Yeah. Yeah, you just got to give yourself a chance. You're not giving yourself a chance if you're using 10 minis with $3,000 to draw down. You're not giving yourself a chance. You're giving yourself a small sample size. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think of a good like a good visual example to demonstrate how you just can't do that. Yeah, there you go. That's a good way to say it. Take. Even with 95% win rate, the 5% will kill accounts without risk management. Yeah, like you just... Truthfully, this is the truth. And I know there's a balance where like you want to be aggressive and grow accounts, but you don't want to use so much size to where if you can blow your account up in one day, you're probably, you know what I mean? Unless you realize like, okay, like unless your plan going into it is like, I'm going to be aggressive and I accept the fact that I might blow up in a day or two with, you know, like if you mentally accept that, great, but you can't go and not mentally accept that and say, I'm going to use max leverage and trade aggressive and trade big size. You can't, like mentally, if you accept that, cool, but you can't turn around and say, man, what's the issue? Like I keep blowing up accounts. Why is this happening to me? What am I doing wrong? Like you have to, you know what I mean? Because then you haven't mentally accepted that. Like if I got an XFA and I wanted to grow it, and I was like, okay, I'm going to use 5 minis with $3,000-$4,000 drawdown. There's a good chance, right? It's kind of a dice roll. Like you can grow that account really, really well if you go on a streak of a couple good trades. Wow. Holy shit, did we bomb Iran? I'm out. I'm out. Holy hell. What I was saying, I fucking forgot what I was saying. I totally forgot what I was saying. Lost my train of thought. Did we bomb? What the fuck? Give me the news. Give me the news. Let me check my Discord. I check Discord for news, chat. Or is that just volume? Wow, big trade on that NQ sell right there, chat. What was I saying again? I forgot. Oh, yeah. You can't turn around after using max leverage and then complain about, what am I doing wrong? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Understand that going into it. Now, if you're using five micros a day on $4,000 of drawdown and taking a couple trades a day, 5 micros, and you're not being a, you know, degen and you're like actually trying to trade like a professional and you're not having success, then you have the right to complain. But you don't have the right to complain using max leverage. You know what I mean? Like there's a good chance you'll blow up because you're trading heavy size with really small drawdown. You know what I mean? It's a, you know, you're not giving yourself a sample size. When you were first in your 50K, what were you using? Well, I was trading a 50K and a 150K, and I was using 10 micros, which is a good amount of size. That's aggressive. But I accepted that, and you'll see me not complain. I don't know if I want to cover, man. Market seems so like NQ is getting some nice recovery. I would hate for gold to come down and take me out. Run these wicks. Still not getting clean movement out above 34. Yeah, I was using 10 micros on day 1 of the XFA, man, which is heavy size. But mentally, I accepted that, and I said, okay, well, look, there's a chance this shit doesn't work out, and if I blow up, you're not gonna see me complain about it, you know, because I know I'm oversized. Just like whenever I hit my max daily loss on my live account, it's usually because I'm oversized. In fact, it's always because I'm oversized. If I trade 5-10 micros on my live account, if I trade 5-10 micros on my live account, more often than not, I'm not even gonna get close to my daily loss limit. It's the days that I use too much size, I hit my daily loss limit. I don't know, dude. I really want to let this run. It looks so good, but damn it, do I want to see this breakout sooner and later. Like, you know what I mean? The more that this consolidates right near my fucking stop, the less comfortable I become. Like, I know I could take 5 off and secure $100, $150. I don't know if I want to. I mean, NQ's turning down again. Yeah, that was a decent range trade. We got short 22, 1, 2, 2. Took some off in the hundreds, so 20 points there. Then we took some more off in 80s, I think. So another 40 points. Like, look, NQ's coming lower, but gold is just not breaking out. Gold should be turning up through 34s right now on NQ's weakness, and it is not. And it's disappointing here what we've seen on gold. Very disappointing. Maybe we'll have a gold long in tonight's session, but like, we're giving this a chance, and it's not proving that it wants to do anything here. Pretty frustrating. Gold's a really frustrating market.
Order filled.
Fuck that. Yeah, I know a lot of people in Discord been trading gold and taking L's on it. It's just shit. It's fucking shit right now. NQ's fucking selling and gold shit in the bed. It's just pathetic. Now I'll probably get wicked out and it runs, but just pathetic, man. Pathetic. Pathetic. We got fucking NQ breaking the lows. You're gonna take me out on the wick, but oh my god, look at this shit take me out then fucking run. I'm gonna pull my hair out from my head. If gold goes and pops 4 or 5 right now, you'll see me pull my hair out of my head. You'll actually see that. You'll actually see that. Like, I know we're managing this tight, but, like, come on, brother. It almost seems so orchestrated that this shit comes down, takes me out, then kicks up. It's funny. It's funny. No, we don't tilt, bro. I do get mad, but I've been doing this long enough. I don't really tilt out like that. I will talk a bit of shit to the market, though. I mean, that's just pathetic. I think that's pathetic. You know what I mean? Just pathetic. I mean, that's bullshit. Now it goes, right? Now it goes. Okay. I don't know, it's just frustrating whenever you literally didn't do anything wrong right there, and I'm just getting punished for it, you know? Didn't do anything wrong, you getting punished for it. Just frustrating. I mean, that's very frustrating. But that's okay. This is okay, it is no big deal. Nah. Yeah. Locking out might be the move, because that shit did pretty annoy me pretty good amount. I mean, where did we get taken out? Where's my gold trade at? 9-8? Wait, where did we get? Trying to find where that stop got taken. I don't know where my stop was at, but okay, dude. Well, you know what I would prefer? I would prefer this to sell off now, because I definitely don't want to see it move long against, you know, without me. Maybe there'll be another setup in Asia if we can flag out some more. Hopefully it doesn't run. I would hate to see it run now that I'm not in it. Decent wick off 404. You're reminded to remind you not to go on tilt. No, that's true. That's true. Not to go break even too soon. That's true as well. I do notice that sometimes, yeah, the break even killed me right there. But it's not like this market's really running away or anything yet. That's true. I do say that though. Oh, we had a decent little range trade on NQ, man. Can't be mad about that, right? Well, if y'all are in a gold trade, you know, at a lower entry than me, I hope it works out for y'all. There it goes. We're gonna see this probably run 407 here. NQ just bleeding. Yeah, it is. I'm not too upset about it. It just seems so, like, the timing of it's almost insane, right? Like just a quick wick, take me out of the trade, and then we'll give it 5 points to the upside right off of that. You know, taking my stop, and then we'll run it 5-6 points to the upside. I managed it a little too tight. All right, man. We're still in the flag. How many points off low a day? 60 points off low a day. Doesn't seem to be much buying in NQ at the moment. Experimented with TPT day 4, 158. One more day. Nice. With the trailing drawdown, it's made for scalping. Yeah, dude, nice. Nice, nice, nice. I need to get some... I'm going to buy some accounts. Maybe we'll trade them tomorrow. I need to get some back. I had a great little run with it. Like, I mean, we're talking... I did the eval, flipped it. You know, I did the eval, flipped it. Got funded all within the span of 6 days. Day 6, $10,000 day. Day 7, $10,000 day. I think they'd keep 5 of it and give you a cut. So I like took a $15,000 payout. Only 7 trading days into like even starting the combine, right? Like bought the combine on day 1. 5 days. You know, 5 days gives you plenty of time to try to get to that profit target. Day 6, big day. Day 7, big day. And then you taking a $15,000 payout day 7, you know, pretty. I don't know if you have. I don't know if there's any other prop firm that gives you that return in that amount of time, you know. And that was only with one account. If that was copy traded, I fucking like if I did that on 5 accounts, it would have been like a $70,000-$80,000 payout. Can you take daily payout and top step live account? For sure, yes you can. Yes you can. Wow, man, NQ doesn't seem to be finding any buyers here. Pushing the 40s. 22,000 is a big level. I was kind of surprised we never even swept it. 22,000. I'm interested to see if we pull into 22,000 this session at some point. That was a good range trade, though. Out in this house and I ain't going now. With how many contracts are you talking about? This trade we're talking about? It was just 5 micros at 122. We got in short. Bled into the first low, took some off here, and then took some off here. So like 30 points partial. What the fuck? 30 point partials and then 50 point. Took the rest off, 50 points lower. Oh, how many contracts for the 10K day? I think I used 5 minis. Like if we have a setup and I really don't like to use 5 minis. I really don't like to use big size, you know, right off a fresh P&L reset. Like if I'm neutral on the day, I'm not green, I'm not red, I really don't like starting off with 5 minis. Now if there's a decent overnight session and I take a couple good trades with 5-10 micros, 5-10 15 micros, and I can get my P&L to like $1,000-$2,000, if I'm feeling it and the market looks decent, then I'll use that to $1,000 to $2,000 plus my max loss limit. Like I'll fully accept, not fully accept, but like I just prefer to have a little bit of buffer, then try to put on some size and see if I can catch another good trade or two, than just trying to, you know, almost every time I've tried to start the session out with 5 minis, I'll hit my daily loss limit. I benefit a little bit from having a little buffer built first. Preferably build that buffer in the overnight session if there's a setup, because it's sometimes mentally straining to like not to like build the buffer the same day and then like, okay, now put on some size in that same day. Now I'm gonna put on size. It's like little mentally straining to do all that in the same day. I prefer to have a good night session and then put on size in that following session if there's a setup. Okay, I mean, yeah, this market's not really catching buyers. Coming back into the lows. 22,000 really looks tempting to take a break through 22s. Unfortunately, the most recent structure to the upside is all the way at 130, so it's hard to have a decent stop loss if you wanted to sell it through 22s. It still is respecting range, but 22s looks kind of heavy now. Like, as we were filling in this range, when we sold, we would have at least some dip buy opportunities. Now it's just a full bleed into the lows. Buyers haven't stepped into it at the moment. Bitcoin doing bad? Yeah, I haven't really traded Bitcoin, mainly because I can't trade it on the live account. Yeah, dude, I can't say 22s doesn't look good to break here. Top of the hour now. 3 hours till the close. Maybe there's a scalp attempt to take it through 22s. Look at this. Yeah, no, this market's coming through. I mean, this looks like it wants to take out 22. There's just a ton of weight on this market. You buy the low for the bounce on the range high. If it had some more reasonable structure, like if this didn't just free fall all the way into the lows, maybe take a buy off of it. But for me, like this is a pretty snappy move. This is 100 points. You know, there's volume here. It didn't even. I mean, I guess you had an attempt to take a buy off neckline, but no. This looks like maybe a sentiment shift to the downside. There's too much weight on this for me. There's too much weight on it to take a dip buy on it at the moment. I kind of want to take it short, but I think this will probably sell through the 22 before I can even get in. I think we take out 22 here. Let's see. When you move to live, how much is your balance? Like 140. Hope you didn't blow. Whoa. I wouldn't mind seeing gold sell off into the close a little bit. Like, NQ is down 100 points here, and gold is just can't even break into the recent highs. At the moment, it's just ugly, so ugly. What happened to the other? It disappeared, brother. It disappeared. I don't know what you're talking about, Rish. I had a 150k XFA, and so I took 140k to the live account. Take it from me. Take it from me. Literally take it from me. I'm interested to see if maybe I can get into a sell with a stop out above. Probably if we reclaim 60s, that wouldn't be good. I'll let it try to bounce off the lows and see if I can try to get into a sell with decent risk. I got some yard work to do after this, chat. I'm gonna go mow the lawn and a whole bunch of stuff. Gotta spray some pest control. Excuse me. Do I want to try to sell this market back through... Oh, shit. Hold on. Do I want to try to sell this market back through 22s? I'm totally not opposed to it, actually. This rally doesn't look horrible. I don't want to step in the way too soon. If I did get in, I'd probably stop it out. I think I like these highs above 70. If we reclaim that, I probably wouldn't want to be in it short. Let's see. Okay, 48 was the spot to sell, I guess. I didn't get into it. Okay, I think we're going to be on standby until this market takes out 22. I might become a dip buyer a little later in the session, but right now it's bears have full and total control of it at the moment. Not interested in selling this market. Or sorry, buying this market yet. Not until we break 22. A little selling pressure here. This probably breaks 22. A lot of weight on the market. I would not suggest getting long on this yet. That's just my opinion. Hey, appreciate you, Mar. Yeah, we're going to wait for this market to take out 22,000. Just immediate and heavy run into the lows of the range. No structure built out in between this leg and this leg. I mean, this is top to bottom, just full bearish sentiment. I'm not going to take this market long above 22,000. I'll open my eyes to the idea after we take this liquidity under 22,000, but I'm not getting long on this yet. Matter of fact, I'm going to go to the restroom and probably come back to this market under 22. Weak market. I had a wild day trading. Tell me about it. How was your day? Buying in Q, 22, nice level of support. Okay, brother. I can only give my suggestions. Burning down, day down.
Cross the border to the Lone Star State. Came all the way from Macon, Georgia. Can't say that I plan to stay, but that woman sure could change my mind when she looked at me like, hey baby, come over here. Don't tell me what I wanna hear. Give me loving that'll drive me wild. And honey, won't you stay for a while? But you cannot hold me down.
Total control over the skies of Iran. I think I'd be open to trying to sell this market out above 50. Find somewhere to risk a decent amount. Some volume in the 50s. Let's see if we can get this trade here. I wouldn't mind this little 50% retracement. I'll stop it out if we reclaim this previous shelf out above 80s. And I'm looking to sell it through 22. If we reclaim this higher support above 80s, I'll be out of it. And I want a premium fill up here, low high 60s, a little tier fill. If I can get in. Might not get in. But you cannot bring me down. We'll see if this order gets filled. I'm trying to short the 60s for a sell back into the 22s and under. Stop it back and we reclaim the highs of the range. Fill my order really quick. Fill my order really quick. Please. Please fill that order. Please fill that order. We might get it. Yeah, whenever I'm looking for the market turnover like this, and I start to see some consolidation, I want to see like a sweep of liquidity above this high and then an immediate sell back into it. So I'm trying to catch that. And I'm trying to catch that as the liquidity gets swept above this high and then a sell back into is preferably what I would want to see on this 50% retracement. If we can get into the sell, that would be ideal. Buying for new high day. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Good luck. Looks like gold's breaking to the upside. Man, we had a great trade on gold that I got legit bottom ticked on pretty much. Look at the hourly on gold. This starts to look really good. Yeah, gold's taking out the recent high. Gold just, wow, now gold's really going here. Okay, we're going to wait for NQ to break 22. I'm not going to touch it. It didn't take the high I wanted it to take. And if we put in a higher low, I'm not going to be interested, I don't think. So, we'll see. I'm just going to pull that order. I might get back in it. Look at gold, man. It finally did it. Took a while, but it finally did it. You'd want to see this go test the recent highs, 410, 415. Feels to hurt. Yeah. I think my gold trade came and went. I mean, I got into it in the flag and I had to stop. You know, I think on this wick I got stopped out. Then it goes. It just can't do anything. I'm not going to chase it 10, 15 points higher. But yeah, we missed the gold trade. But, I mean, still doesn't look bad. I might get back into it later, but I'm not going to take it middle of the day New York session whenever it could just shit out again. Should still be in it, but I think I got bottom ticked. Like, I think my stop was at 98.4, and I got legit bottom ticked. $408 gold. Wonder if gold breaks to 410 right here. There's a little end of day sentiment shift. Like gold's taking higher now. NQ's fading a bit. Iran tensions are heating up, I guess. We could see some more news on that tonight. I'm sure we will. Makes sense for gold to rally through 410 right here. Just coming off support. I did what I could. I got in at 97 and I moved to stop to break even on the test of 400. It came down, whipped me out, then it goes. Can't do much about that. Could have not gone break even, but shoulda, coulda, woulda. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Don't really like going red on trades too much, especially when they're moving slow. I mean, gold's got some volume here, like a little 6-point pop if it holds. NQ pretty lackluster move off the low a day. Like 40 points, but just really stalling out again. Locked out last night. I've been able to watching these markets. Yeah, no good. If you're, I mean, if you locked out, it's a good idea. Green or red, whatever. Like, if you know what I mean, just nothing wrong with locking out. If I have a really good night session, I'll lock out too, or I'll try my best to. I don't always do, but. All right, high or low, or do we take low a day here on NQ? I'm on the side of taking low a day here. This market's still got a lot of weight on it. See it under 22,000. Gold's looking good, man. Damn, missed that bad boy. Missed that bad boy. I mean, let's look at it on the hourly. Just really coming off support, really nice. Now we got to fight into the highs that we sold from. It's another 70 points, but check on the daily. Should have a nice, decent little daily. Not the strongest daily, but still 20 points off the lows. There's gold 410. Wish it could move with that sense of urgency whenever I was in it, but no. Looking like we take a low day. I appreciate that, Hunted. Just kind of waiting for NQ to take these lows. Waiting. As much as I want to sell it, I liked it much more on the retracement. It still looks decent to sell, but goodness, it's hard, man. You know NQ can bounce on it really quick. Pause, but you know what I mean. NQ, man, you try to sell it after it already had a decent selling move, can bounce so quickly on you. Kind of seen something like that. 38. I'm going to try to get in, not the best entry ever. I'm going to try to get in with a pretty tight stop looking for a sell into new lows. Stop it if we reclaim 50s. Looking for the break of 22. See if we can get some volume through 22. Small size, of course. I'd look to take it off 190, 180. Depends what the break looks like. If we even get the break. I think we will. My room to you. time. Wow, immediately runs. Really nice. I guess so, right? Okay. Kind of want to add a little bit on the rejection. I'm not going to, though. I want to, though. Yeah, I'm going to add another 3.
Order filled.
Stops in the same spot. Looking for the break here. Looking for the break here. Looking for the break under 16. Low a day, 16s. Close, close, close. These markets looking pretty suppressed right here at 22. Like, it looks very weak. Continue to form lower highs. Can't find a strong bid off 22. This should get a flush. It should get a flush into the 190s, 180s. I'll look to try to take it off. Need the break. Need the break. Whenever you're ready. What a heavy market. What a heavy market. I would be very, very surprised if we don't take 22s right here. Very surprised if we don't take the lows out here. Come on now. Can we do it? Make it that far. First TV on the crack at 22. I'll see what it looks like. I would imagine we get some volume under 22, so I'll look to take it off in the 90s, 80s. Whenever you sweep, especially on NQ, if you sweep a low, it can very easily retrace and come back to it. So like I'm see profit, take profit under 22, see profit, take profit. Take it in the 90s. If it looks heavy, maybe I'll hold some more, you know, but step 1 is to take this fucking low out and not get my stop ran. I mean, it looks like it really wants to, but you never know with NQ. Never really know with NQ. As of now, there is no buyers in this market. So, I mean, if we don't hold, like if we hold 22 here, I'd be absolutely shocked. Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. Very tight range. Off the back end of strong, strong selling volume. I would be baffled if we hold 22s here. Just baffled. '20s, '20s, '20s. This is about where you'd want to see it lose. Takes these lows. That'll be a lower high in the range. Absolute lows on the day is like 98. So I'm still looking for like 20, 30 points here. I want to see new low of day. Might be premature to go break even, but this is about where you want to see it lose the low. we start bouncing into the 30s again, I'm probably not going to want to be in it. Still very heavy. Still very heavy. I gotta have you, I just can't stand to lose. What does join bid mean? I always hover that. Well, I mean, where else is my mouse going to be? Join bid just means, pretty much just means you're joining in the queue to get a fill. Pretty much is what that means. Sometimes you can get a favorable entry better than just buying the market. So sometimes you can get better entries. You can also miss though, since you're just joining a queue and price can move away from that queue. You also run the risk of not getting a fill. So that can sometimes suck. Here's the 20,000 flush. 92, 92. I'm watching it, and we know NQ can get V-shaped rallies, so, and that's what we're seeing. I'm gotta cover some. I mean, you just have to respect that. You have to respect a 15-point, you know what I mean? V-shaped move. That's a trade that should have done a hell of a lot better, but of course, this scammy-ass market just immediately gets V-shaped. I mean, so that's unfortunate, right? But still a decent, like, 30-point, 40-point trade. Really shit, you know what I mean? Like, just fucking takes the low, and then before I can even hit the bid, this thing's already up a 30-point bounce off the lows. Just pathetic, but that's just the market for you. That's just the market for you. Sooner you realize that NQ can do that, the better off you'll be. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, on the break, you guys say TP. For me, it's like, okay, I'm just looking for the break of 22, whatever it looks like, right? For me, the break of 22, and then immediately we find buyers in the 90s, and we're back up into the 20s. I'm taking it off. I don't fucking TP. I don't know. For me, it's I'm looking for the sell through 22, and then it's all price action from there, right? We're still in a pretty big range on the higher time. For me, there's no, you know what I mean? I see on the shorter time frame a potential breakthrough 22. I take that trade, and I'm trying to, you know what I mean? It's all price action. Under 22, everything's price action. That's where I'm looking to get out purely based on price action. For me, it was a break of 22, 10, 15 points of downside, and then immediate V-shape, right? Immediate V-shape. And it's fucking horrible. It's still a $250 trade, but that's the market, right? And you got to understand that's the market. The market can do that so fucking quick, and it does do that so quick. Most of the time when you see selling moves like that, it's on the back end of just an incredible wick. There you go. There you have it, right? What can you do, right? So that was a breakthrough, a pretty key level of support, and then buyers just immediately take it. It's a liquidity sweep is what it is. I don't know if it holds, but I'm not going to sit there and find out. It's, 40 points lower, then now it's back to my entry. I'm out of that trade completely. Price action completely shifted, so got to respect it. Still decent trade. Obviously could have had a higher short entry. Obviously could have had a better exit, but it's almost... Right, like price, I don't want to say teleports here. I don't know what word to say. I mean, it was here, and then within a second, it was here. Like, you know what I mean? It's maybe a limit order could have gotten filled there, but yeah, the little scammy little fucking window of price right there. I don't like that. Yeah, that's the market, right? You guys heard me talk about it, right? I know that can happen, so I'm looking to get in, out, whatever. In and out. $200 trade. I wasn't going to hold it for much. I really, truly did want to see what it looked like under 22, and that doesn't look great under 22. That doesn't look like it wants to show follow through under 22. Now we're pulling back into the previous range. This looks like it can fucking go higher, so I'm not going to take a long on it. But, yeah, still a decent trade. Don't wanna go wine and dine. Yeah, like you can see the candles here, but like these candles did, like this candle didn't open here then form up. It just kind of was immediately here then immediately there. So it's like hard to get out with market orders. You know what I mean? Like we sold 90s and then the bid, like, I don't want to say teleport because it did get bidded back up, but in a very, very quick way, right? Very quick, but faster than I can even react. So I got a shitty fill. I only got like 30 points out of that trade. Now NQ's just bleeding up. That was quick. That was quick. What's gold up to? Wow, gold's under. Man, I really wish I was still in that gold trade, man. I got stopped out by like literally by a tick. By a tick, I got stopped out at like 90. Yeah, this tick took me out 98.3. I think my stop was at 98.3. Got bottom ticked, and then this goes another 12 points. That's what I wanted to see. Gold can move higher as well. Hopefully we can catch something in Asia. Maybe we can get a run up to like 34.20. Hopefully shit gets it. Like, I don't know. Maybe we'll have some more Iran news. It seems like we will. I'd be surprised if we don't get some Iran news tonight. At least some more strikes back and forth between Iran and Israel, and maybe Trump does something. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really see a trade on NQ. I guess maybe a range trade now, but I mean that's bleeding up. It's like 60-point buyback. Gold's looking good for a short. I don't see that. I mean, dude, I mean it's up. It's up. Just immediately rips higher. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, damn. Houston. Well, you know what? I really do think it's probably best to lock out. Yeah, I do think it's best to lock out. We've had a couple good trades on the stream. I think we started on the stream at $600 P&L, and now we're at $12.80. I think I'll lock out. I'm gonna go. I gotta do some yard work and stuff. The market doesn't seem like it wants to give me much more. There's some real uncertainty with the Iran situation. Gold, I think, already had a decent little move. I was in it, got stopped out break even, and then it runs, you know, but I don't know if it'll give us much more this session. We'll look at it again in Asia. But at the moment, I don't think I'd want to get involved in that market. I don't think so. But yeah, we will probably, I think best thing to do is lock out. And whenever you think that, you probably should. That will save you. That will save you. This looks still like it wants to chop me up. Alrighty, chat. I'm gonna go. I gotta go to the grocery store. I gotta do a lot. A lot. I gotta go mow and do a lot. I'm gonna lock out of the session. Cool, we're locked out for 4 hours till the next session opens up. So locked in a $1,200 P&L. Can't be mad about it, right? I had a good day yesterday, good day today. Can't complain, really. Cannot complain. Taking my eye. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I had a short open on this account that I totally forgot about. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I got some trade day accounts I need to get up and going. They want you to watch like a little funded rules video. I literally am so busy I haven't had time to do it. But I've got 3 trade day funded accounts ready to fire up and go. Maybe I'll trade those this evening. I don't know. I need to get those sorted out. Alrighty, y'all. I'm gonna go do a lot of work around the house. I will see you on the next one. Appreciate everybody for tuning into the stream. I hope y'all have a great rest of the day. Maybe we'll see y'all tonight. If not, then you know where I'll be. Oh my god. Holy fuck. Dude, I was in a short so long ago. Literally from the opening bell, I've been in a short on my MyFunded Futures account. I forgot that I had. I swear to God, I didn't put these orders in. Like those orders were in. The cover orders were in. And I shit you not, bottom ticked and didn't fill. Like those orders I put in hours ago. I wouldn't lie to y'all about that. But yeah, isn't that crazy? I put those in so long ago. Like one tick. Crazy, man. Eh. All right. We'll see, man. Yeah, good day for me. I'm happy about it. I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna hop off. Okay, I'll see y'all in the next one, chat. I will see you on the next